Welcome back to another classic game room lap of awesome in Assetto Corsa here, driving the Alpha Romeo, whatever that thing is, on Magione. Magione, however you pronounce that. This car needs machine guns and flamethrowers. But that can be said about all cars. This is a very thrilling race. The second race against other cars in the career mode in Assetto Corsa, which is really growing on me. Like I said in the previous video with the Abarth 500, the more time I spend with this game, the more I'm really liking it. Plays really well with the Thrustmaster. No, I'm not being paid by them to say that. It just kicks ass with this game. It feels great. Highly recommended. And if you're looking for a game to hold you over until the next Gran Turismo or something, get this. Just be aware that it does not have the same fit and finish in the menus and the interface that you'll find on other big budget racing games on the PlayStation 4, like Drive Club or Project Cars. The menus and the replays and the fact that you roll over the finish line and your car just is sucked into a black hole instead of telling you that you won the race, it just takes some getting used to. But once you're through all of that and get the feel of the game and the feel of the menus, which are awkward on every level, it's a lot of fun. And this race is fun because that BMW ahead of me there is faster. Now I have two options. One, I drive better than he does in the corners, pass him and win the race. Two, I hit him with a missile launcher, which I left back in the pits. So that leaves me with option one, which is drive faster than him and make sure to give him the finger as I drive by. Look at me go. Actually, I lost the first time I drove this race, which was like 5 minutes before recording this, and I just barely lost it. And I feel like I lost the race early on, and also I got more into the track. And I like to memorize the tracks, obviously. Everybody should memorize the tracks of a driving game. But the more time I spent with it, the more time I spent driving this car, the more I figured out how far I could push it, and I really laid off the brakes on this race, so... There we go. Give him the finger. That's right. F you. I'm driving faster, and we'll hold the lead for the rest of the game here because, well, that's how you win. Also, this car is kind of hard to spin out and stuff, but you still don't want to go off the track. And now let's pick up the replay. There we go. Okay, there's still some bug in this game where the replays seem to cut off the first part of the replay. Like, you need to fix these things, developer. You record the replay and then it cuts off the beginning of the race. You know what this needs? A patch. That's right. For my denim jacket. Really getting into the feel of this game, and I'm going through the career mode, race by race. There's actually quite a few races. I've seen a lot of complaints. I checked Amazon. In fact, I bought the game from Amazon, where I heard it had a lot of terrible reviews, which it does. I don't think most of them are warranted. This game does not deserve an awful review. If you judge it by the first 5 minutes, you're going to be confused beyond belief. You probably would give it some slack if you're more into sim racing games, and you know they don't have the teams of people that put menus and stuff together, and you're not going to hear like licensed music and stuff. Give this game more than just 5 minutes. You got to give it some serious time to get into it and get the feel of it. It's not immediately impressive because the menus do suck. Get into the racing. Start with some of the smaller cars, especially if you're new to the sim racing stuff. Like, I've played a lot of iRacing and whatnot. And those games are 1,000 times harder than Gran Turismo. They just are. Because they don't have the assists and all that stuff. And while this game does have some assists, they're mild by comparison. So, if you look at Amazon, you see how awful this game is. It's not that bad, I'm telling you, from experience on this thing. I'm having a good time with it. You just gotta you gotta cut it some slack in the fit and finish department. It doesn't have it. Also, during some of the menu screens, the audio only comes through, like, the right channel. Stuff like that. You need to fix that stuff. I like this course a lot, too. This is fun. It's small, it's tight. It's got some great corners, like this one here. In the previous race where I lost, I just could not catch that BMW. So getting ahead of him early, I think, is the key there. That way I can demoralize him. Well, almost off the track there. If you lose it on this game, you do lose it. you're not getting back on the track and winning in Assetto Corsa. Unless you have like those Speed Racer things installed where you can just hop on the track or off the track and climb walls. Speed Racer's awesome. They need to make this game as a Speed Racer game. I want to be Racer X. I want to run over Chim Chim. Last lap. I'm doing well in this one. Which you'll see in some of the faster cars coming up in these other videos. You'll see I do not do as well. Also, I know a lot of you are sending me lap and track or car and track requests, especially in Gran Turismo, where I do a lot of these laps of awesome for the eternal Thrustmaster review here. I'm still got to earn some money and buy those cars. In Assetto Corsa, like, you have all the cars. This isn't the kind of game where you earn money and credits and stuff and level up. You just race to win, and you're rewarded with gold. Real gold. They literally just mail you piles of gold. I have nothing else to talk about on the last lap where I'm doing so well. Just maintain composure, and you'll do fine in this course. Definitely start with the career mode if you pick up Assetto Corsa. While these cars may not be as exciting as a Lamborghini or something, it's probably far more reliable. Well, maybe not. It is an Alfa Romeo, but... this part's a lot of fun. Gentle brake there and then floor it out of that, because you're not going to spin off the track here in this car. You'll do alright right there. Coming down straight away, and I'm going to win, and my car will literally disappear from the track without warning. Poof! There it goes. That's right, just as the dog walks in there. What's up, dog? Why do you look crazy? Crazy about Vectrex seeing the next lap of awesome. I should do a lap in Hyperchase and make one of these. If you're going to buy the game anyway, buy it through ClassicGameRoom.com. Classic Game Room is supported by fans on Patreon. Thank you. Now prepare for the Lord Carnage Club, where I celebrate these backers on Patreon by shouting their name in a volcano! Derek Langley. Beer is the trick. Steven Chucknick. From New Jersey. Michael Fernandez. People not named Michael Fernandez aren't Michael Fernandez. Al Stiver. Woo! EDM. Jason from British Columbia. Philip Strabenmuller from Vienna, Austria. Cue the thunder. Jeff, Captain Dauntless, Briar. Cue the lava. I don't know what lava sounds like. It sounds like this. Jack Stavris from Australia. Ohad Kane, Master of Thunder. Chip Sankvale, fighter of space bees. Woo! Rick DeBarros gets the extra disco. Michael and Ariana Nelson, fighters of the future. That's enough disco, because now it's time to shout, busy signal. That's right, and keep the volume loud and the party rocking for Sean Zoltek. Really? No. Sean Zoltek! Sergio Matthias Hergert. Tubular. Will.